to my kitchen, and if you're new here, welcome in. It's good to have you. Today we are blessed to have a sponsor, and it is Inoviva, and they have sent me this wonderful slushie machine, and I can't wait to use it. But this Inoviva Slushie Machine is really easy to use. It's really easy to take apart. You don't have to add ice to it. That is the best part about this slushie maker, and it comes apart super simple, and then it's just easy to put away. It doesn't take up a lot of room. You just pour the juice in and it makes slushies, and it's delicious. The only thing that you have to make sure of is it has to have at least a certain percentage of sugar. So you can't make sugar-free slushies. That's the only warning I will give you. They do give you a really beautiful cookbooklet with all sorts of slushie recipes. Today we are making 3 delicious family-friendly slushies, and I think you're going to find them wonderful. Our minimum and maximum fill lines, you'll see here. The minimum fill line is 16 ounces. The maximum fill line is up here, but I did read that it's like 88 ounces or something like that. It is in the instruction manual. I'm going to fill it about halfway because Rick and I know, are going to be and we did rinse off all the parts before we used it. All right, now that we have our juice all ready to go, we come down here to the touchpad and we get ready to turn it on. So we're going to hit the power button, and then we're going to select what kind of drink we're going to make. And we're going to make a slushie, so that's here. You can also make a frap or a frappe, however you say it, a cocktail. That would be something that includes alcohol. And there's a cleaning cycle, a milkshake cycle, and then a wine cycle. So today we're going to make a slushie. And then you can tell it how thick you want it. So that determines how frozen it's going to be. How thick do you want your slushie? You want it real thick?
In between.
Medium thick.
Medium.
Let's do medium thick. And then you're going to hit the go button, and it's just going to start. And then it's going to take between 15 and 45 minutes depending on how thick you told it to make your slushie. And this is probably going to take about 15 minutes for this amount of juice. And we'll be back and we will make our orange creamsicle slushie for you. And we'll start another one. All right, it has been just about 15 minutes, and you can see our slushie is ready to dispense. So all you have to do is pull down. And your slushie comes out. Now I'm gonna get a tip that's tap, 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 because we put vanilla ice cream in the bottom of this cup. As you can see, there's some vanilla ice cream down there because, you know, you can't have an orange creamsicle slushie without some without some vanilla ice cream, right? Ta-da! Look at that. There is an orange creamsicle slushie ready for you to enjoy. Right there. Beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna dispense the rest of this, and we will move on to our next. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the root beer float. The beautiful part about this machine is you can put anything in it as long as it has sugar. You can put soda right out of the bottle. You can put wine in here. You can put juice in here like we just did with the orange juice. We're gonna put pineapple juice in here later. You can put high C or fruit punch, or like you can make Kool-Aid with sugar and put it in here. So it's not easy to pour things when you're sitting down, but I'm gonna do it. Tell me when it's at the minimum line, sweetheart. So you can just pour root beer or Coke. You can make yourself like a Coke slush. And just like before, you're gonna come down here, you're gonna turn it on, you're gonna hit slushie, you're gonna hit your thickness, and I think that the thickness that we had before is just right. You're gonna hit on. It's gonna take it may take less than 15 minutes this time because we have less liquid in here, so it may take like 10 minutes for this to freeze. We're going to come back, we're going to make you our root beer float, and then we're going to show you the cleaning cycle, because we did clean this out in between our orange juice and our root beer, because who wants that orange root beer float? I don't know, maybe you do, but honestly I don't think you would have noticed, but you wouldn't, because you're not the one drinking it, but that's okay. So we'll be right back in your time, and we'll show you what this delicious frozen root beer float looks like. Okay, our frozen root beer float is ready to be dispensed. I've got a little bit of vanilla ice cream in the bottom, just like we did when we did our orange creamsicle, and we're gonna let this come out. And remember, this is just root beer soda. And we just put a little bit in there up to the minimum line, and that's it. And then all I'm going to do is put a straw in here, and then I'm going to just put some ice cream on top. Just like that. Look at that. That looks yummy. Look at that. Look at her. She's pretty, and she's ready to enjoy. So the next thing we're going to do before we do our like grand finale is we're going to show you how to run a cleaning cycle on there, because it's super easy. And so I'm going to have Rick go and get some water so we can run this on a cleaning cycle. I pretty much have taken out as much of this slushy as I can. Let's see if I can drain out a little bit more. The first thing you want to do before you run your cleaning cycle is take out as much of the contents of your hopper as possible, and that looks to be about as much as possible. So then all you want to do is hit the off button, and then get yourself some tap water, cold water, however, and then we're gonna fill it up with some water, and we're gonna run it through, and then we're gonna make you a beautiful pina colada slushy.
Oh.
Okay, now we're going to do a cleaning cycle. Rick already filled this up with 6 cups of water. I found the last time I ran the cleaning cycle between our orange slushy and our root beer slushy, it took me 2 of these jars. So these are the 3-cup ball jars, and so this is like a 1.5-pint jar. Only that's because that's what we have in our cabinet for drinking glasses. So that's what worked for me. So what you're going to do is everything is the same here, except we're going to hit the cleaning button, and then we're going to hit the go button. And then we're just going to let it run. And that's going to clean out everything that's, left on the condenser. It's going to clean out all the ice that's built up in the back around the gasket of the condenser, everything that's in the condensation pan that's under here, and everything that's in the hopper, and everything that's also inside of your dispensing spout. So then you're going to want to obviously drain it, and then it's going to drain out all of the remaining slushy that was in there, and then you can move on with your next batch. Very much for your donation. And then here we are. I would just, here with your spout, fill your container up with your dirty water. And you're good to go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start by making our pina colada slushy, and the first thing we're going to do is open up a can of this delicious concoction, which you're going to want to eat it because it just tastes amazing. Coco Lopez is usually used in making traditional pina coladas or other coconut-based cocktails, but it's super duper thick, and you can see here that I am mixing it and thinning it out with some pineapple juice so it will go through the machine, because up here it pours into the hopper through a tiny little hole, so that Coco Lopez is not going to go in there by itself. So I'm mixing it up with my little drink blender with some pineapple juice so that it will more easily pour. Because you can put milk in here, you can make milkshakes in here, you can make wine cooler, frozen wine. But I'm gonna get this into the hopper because I'm gonna need Rick's help. So I'm gonna have him put the camera down and help me get the juice in here, and we'll be back in just a second. Put our Coco Lopez pineapple juice mixture in, and then I filled it up to the line where I wanted to fill it up with the remaining pineapple juice mixture, because I know that I want one of these and I know that Rick wants one of these. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead down here, and once again we're gonna turn this on. And I think I have peely plastic. Ooh, peely plastic. I'll have to take care of that later. You guys like peely plastic? Do you guys fight in your house over who gets to do that? I'm just asking.
There's no fight, you always get to win.
I don't always win. I let you peel the plastic off the new TV.
You can reach it.
I couldn't reach it. I had no choice. Okay, we're gonna hit Slushie. Do we still want to leave it on medium? Because I really think that's a perfect thickness.
Yes.
And we're gonna hit the on button. Here we go. So this is gonna probably take between 15 and 20 minutes, and we'll be back when it's ready to go. All right, our pina colada slushie is ready to serve, and I am really excited because I am ready to enjoy this. So here we go. Here we go. Ooh, pina colada, pina colada. Yum! Pina colada slushie ready for you. Okay, so this will be a first, you guys. I've never really eaten on camera before, but I'm gonna take a sip of this slushie because I really want to. So thank you, Inoviva, for sending me this slushie machine. This looks delicious. Use the links down below. Get you one of these machines. Use it for fundraisers. Use it for parties, for friends and family. Use it for yourself because you can pour some in there. Make one for yourself. You know why? Because you deserve it. Life is too short not to enjoy a slushie or to pamper yourself. I'm not joking. Because someday we're all going to not be here, and life is too short not to enjoy this. All that's missing is some rum and a beach. Y'all, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you give this a try if it's something that you think fits into your life and fits in with your budget. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you learned something. And until next time, I'll see ya.